Hi,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good as well. So Ponung, before we start this interview, would you like to introduce yourself
Yeah,
first?
sure. Hello. My name is Ponung Panyang. I'm an English literature graduate from Ramjas College, Delhi University, and currently I'm pursuing my master's for the same in Department of English, Delhi University. I'm also working as an associate writer under Roots Arunachal, which is a theater company based in Arunachal and Delhi. Along with that, I also freelance as a scriptwriter for short films and small scale feature films. I've also worked in PR, and I've also worked as a historical researcher for an international based, like India and Italy based film. Yeah.
Uh, so considering you have worked with so many people and in so many different fields, I'm pretty sure you do have like a certain set of um, professional ethics and values that you follow. Would you like to tell us?
Yeah. One thing that I always make sure is being on top of whatever is on my plate. I understand that being efficient and being accountable for is something that I consider very important to my job. It is also very important to me to be respectful, to be communicative and social, considering that I work in theater and I work in creative fields which need you to do all that, and which I consider are very important. And also, as a literature student, I have a separate list of ethics that I hold dear to me. For example, I make sure that whatever I write is not plagiarized, nor am I willing to entertain any copy paste content from any of my colleagues. I make sure my writing is not harming the emotions or sentiments of any particular group of people unless intended, obviously. I also try to write about things that I personally feel strongly about, because if not, I would just be writing for the sake of writing, and pieces like that are neither beneficial for my personal growth nor for the literary pleasure of my readers. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. So what about some personal ethics and values that you carry in your day-to-day life?
So personally, I would say I try to be more empathetic towards people and obviously towards myself as well. I believe in staying truthful and loyal to my values and principles at all times. Coming from a minority background, I'm sure even you would understand that know the importance of being treated as an equal and treat others equally as well without any prejudices. This is also true for my professional ethics. One thing I put hard emphasis on is keeping my professional and my personal um, life parallel to each other, in a sense that they are always on the same track. Mm, to make sure that whatever I'm doing is fulfilling for both my career and my personal life. But also at the same time, I want them to stay parallel in the sense that I never want them to get entangled to the point that they start controlling each other, if you know what I mean. I believe neither should overpower or overlap each other in terms of importance, and making sure that neither is lacking because of the other.
Nice. I really liked it. I really liked your answer. So you're talking about how you don't let your professional and your personal ethics and values collide with each other.
Mhm.
Were there instances where it was following your professional values and ethics, but it was conflicting with with your personal ethics and values? What did you do in situations like this?
Can I tell you a story for this answer?
Which one?
So
Okay,
what,
you're asking if you can tell me a story.
yeah,
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
yeah. So what happened is when in one of my previous experiences, initially I was I was told that my job was going to need me to be at the office at 10 and leave by 6. Because of something that I don't exactly remember what happened, my time had to be shifted from 6 to 7. And my commute from my place to my office, it takes an hour and a half in the metro, right? So when that happened, I was reaching home. So I was leaving office at 7 and I was reaching home at say 8:30 by 9. And at that time, I didn't really have the energy to actually cook for me, to do anything, even to hang out with my friends. It takes a lot of energy when I'm working like that many hours a day, right? So that was a bit of a problem because I personally believe that, like I said, I like to be on top of things. I want things to be done and done in a certain way. And if they're requiring me that I take that much time to do my job, I will do it, but not at the expense of my life, of my energy. So what I did actually was I talked to my boss, and it took some time. It took some time, but in a month I was back to my 10 to 6. So that was nice. Yeah. It took a lot of time though
Oh,
to come back to that.
that's really nice. So hearing you talk about this incident that you had, this experience that you experienced, so you sound like a really good communicator as well.
I believe in communication a lot. Yeah.
You definitely are playing the part. I think you know how to communicate a lot with your colleagues and your higher up superiors as well. So, have there been instances where your professional values and ethics conflicted with your colleagues? And if it happened, like what did you do? How did you deal with it?
Um, as far as my values are concerned, where I'm working currently, I would say that the people that I work with, like say the project directors, the assistant associate directors, the actors, almost everyone that has been a part of our productions, I would say they have shown the best of interest and worked very hard for the company, which I totally agree with because I am someone who gives their all when they're working for something. So I would say that our ethics have, up to some extent, we have been there at the same level. Of course, there have been a few instances where I don't agree with, the course of action that is taking place. However, when that happens, I usually ask myself, is it my place? Is it my place to confront them about it, right? So if not, I just remove myself from the scenario and I let the concerned authorities handle it. And if it is something that I'm supposed to handle, obviously, like you said, I'm a big communicator. So I will try to communicate with the people who are facing the problems. And obviously, I'll try to solve it. If it happens, good. If it doesn't happen, obviously, I'll ask for help from my seniors. Yeah, that has happened a lot of times. So, for example, if an actor, if they come up to me and they ask me about their payment, and because I'm not in the finance department, I can't tell them about it, right? So I'll go and maybe I'll tell the finance people that, hey, this. They were asking me what about the payment, but there's nothing more I can do than that. But if an actor, they come up to me and they say, hey, Ponung, how about we change this dialogue and blah. And because that is my responsibility, I will get to it. So my ethics, it's not, I won't say it's totally colliding like negatively, but of course there have been instances like that, and we deal accordingly. I deal accordingly with it.
Nice. So now we're at the end of our interview.
Oh,
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you participating in this interview. I
thank you
had a really
so
nice talk.
much. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Bye bye.